RVs can be used for so much more than just camping. They can be a tiny guest house, an escape from the daily grind, or the perfect home base on a fishing trip. And at roughly 20 feet and under 3,500 pounds, you can probably tow this one with the family SUV. So let's get into it. The living area has a campsite dinette with storage and a 12-volt 32-inch TV, which is on the same wall that shares the bathroom. The bathroom has a large vanity, as well as a shower with a skylight and the shower miser system. This is the Rockwood Geo-Pro 19FD, and it's an excellent lightweight floor plan. A couple things I really like about it. One of them is that you have a campsite dinette, so you're able to see out to your campsite, and that's definitely the view that you want. You also see full blackout roller shades, which are going to be an upgrade over the accordion style that we often see. LED lights and great storage up top. But again, this is Rockwood, and Rockwood honestly is known in the industry for having good quality. For example, if we lift these up, not only are they self-supporting with hidden hinges, but they're also going to be slow close. So again, just some higher end components that are used. You will also see that the TV is located right here. This is a 32-inch TV, which for this size RV is actually fantastic. And more importantly is the fact it is 12 volt. So that means that's going to run off your battery. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can still utilize the TV, which if that's something that you want to be able to do, that is a huge feature. For solar, you can see the 30 amp solar charge controller is going to be located right there. The bathroom behind me, if I have to have kind of one dig at this in general, this is going to be it. It's just that this is a pretty tight squeeze for me. I can't really go in sideways. I'm about 6 foot, 200 pounds, and it's just a little bit snug. But as we do come in the bathroom, it opens up a little bit. We'll see the porcelain foot flush lever toilet right here. You can see you kind of like a mirrored medicine cabinet right up above the toilet, even though you have a dual one right up above the vanity. Now you get great countertop space. I give them a lot of credit for that. Excellent space there. Drawer, as well as access panel underneath. And then over to this side here is going to be the shower. Now, again, at 6 foot tall, I can make this happen thanks to this skylight, but I'm definitely fully utilizing the skylight. If you're any taller than this, you're definitely going to be kind of ducking down in here. As for the door, when it's like so, when it is closed, because it kind of curves out up here, it does help with the shoulder, so I can stand sideways in here, which is nice. And I like the fact that they utilize the shower miser. They were one of the first ones to do it. So again, if you're out like on a fishing trip and you don't want to use up all of your fresh water waiting for the water to heat up, that shower miser is a recirc system and it will help save some of that fresh water, which is great. The kitchen features the Magic Chef suite of appliances, stainless steel undermount sink, and a countertop extension. The refrigerator in the 19FD is going to be a Magic Chef 12-volt compressor-driven refrigerator. And the great thing about a 12-volt is that it doesn't take up as much space, so you can have a larger fridge than a gas absorption, and it cools so much faster. So you don't have to turn it on the day before. You can turn it on the morning of, and it'll be nice and cool by the time you get to your destination. The other thing I really like that they do is that they have essentially a disconnect switch, right? An on-off switch for the fridge. Because it does run off batteries, if you don't need to use the refrigerator, like for example, when you're unloading, you can just turn this off and save your battery. You'll also see that, again, you have the whole entire Magic Chef suite. So Magic Chef microwave, same thing with the hood and the 3-burner recessed cooktop. You do have some lights on here as well. I like that they're a little more muted, not quite like that, I don't know what you want to call it, super blue light that a lot of manufacturers use. And underneath, you can see that it's actually a decent size oven in here, especially for the size of RV. Now, the countertop itself is going to be a thermoformed countertop, and because of that, it allows you to undermount the stainless steel bowl. You can see the drying rack on there, a high-rise faucet, not pull out or anything, but again, with the sink this size, I really don't think you need it. And you have a small little countertop extension over to the side, which I think is super helpful, because if you are cooking, you essentially lose all of your prep space, so you need something, and that's what that provides. As for the backsplash, it's a window to let in natural light. That is smart. Storage up top, just like we had above the dinette. Again, it is those hidden hinges, slow close, self-supporting. Plus, you have drawer space down below. You have a little tip out right here because you have the sink in the way. This one is actually cut out in the back to avoid the plumbing, which was super smart because you get a pretty usable drawer still. And then the two underneath are going to be full full extension ball bearing drawers, and you get the full use of them. You also have the storage right here underneath the oven. So again, I think they did a good job of utilizing the space, and I know it's super small, but I love the fact they have a bottle opener on there because again, if you're on a fishing trip, chances are you're going to be using it. The bedroom has a Murphy bed with jackknife sofa and the Power Pro command center. As soon as you walk in, you are greeted by your control panel, which is going to be the Power Pro system. Now, the nice thing about this is everything is in this convenient panel, from your lights to your water heater, tank heater, water pump, everything else. But on top of that, it also has voice-activated commands. So you can say things like, "Hey, Power Pro, what's my battery level?"
Your battery level is charged.
Pretty cool. Then as we make our way over to the other side here, this of course is going to be the bedroom itself, and this is kind of a make it or break it for a lot of people, and that is a Murphy bed. I personally really like a Murphy bed in a small floor plan because it gives you a comfortable seating area. Without this, the only place you have to sit is a dinette, and yeah, that's okay, but if I'm watching TV, this is so much nicer. So this, for me, definitely makes it worth it. You will also see, not only that, it has an incliner, right? It doesn't lean back, but at least it gives you something to be able to put your feet up. I think that's pretty nice. Now, of course, the downside that people will always tell you is that it is not quite as comfortable, even though it's great to sit in as a bed. Let's see what we got here. We'll fold it down just like so. Remove these super pretty pillows. And let's fold this guy down. So to do so, we will undo the latches here. Probably should have done one of these in advance, but there we go. Watch this, don't pinch your fingers. So you're gonna close that like so and drop it down. All right, now, the thing I really like about Rockwood and their Murphy bed system, because again, a lot of people say it's uncomfortable, this is not a split mattress. They use the full mattress and they have it actually go up and down. So the mattress itself is going to be just as comfortable as anything else you would sleep in. As far as a Murphy bed goes, I think this right here is a winner. You'll also see on both sides, you get nightstands, electrical outlets, USB ports, wardrobes on the side. Plus you get a great windshield right up front so you can enjoy a view, or maybe you can be able to see the stars at night. Let's take a look at the outside of the 2025 Rockwood Geo-Pro 19FD, starting off right up front with the fiberglass front cap. Not only is it great looking, but you can see they have the windshield just set right in there. It's automotive bonded. Love the look of it. Love just having all that extra light. Plus, you'll see the LED strip laid right underneath. Now, as we take a look a little bit further down, you will notice the power tongue jack as well as the two 20-pound propane tanks. And as you can see, you can easily fit 2 batteries there on the rail system. Coming around to the side, a couple things I want to hit on. One, you do have the solar on the side, so if you have like a briefcase style solar, you can plug it in. But just remember, this one does come with the 200 watts of solar up on the roof, as well as that 30 amp solar charge controller we saw inside. The cool thing about this one is with a Murphy bed, a lot of times you lose a lot of storage, but they still did a really good job of designing extra storage for you. So you have this storage compartment right here. We have one on the other side as well, which we'll see in a little bit, but they still gave you a pass-through, which is pretty darn impressive. You will also see in there the table. That table sets up on the rail system. I'll show you in just a little bit here. But again, I think that's great storage for having a Murphy bed in a travel trailer that's just over 20 foot. You can see the MORryde step above steps. Again, upgraded steps, even though, you know, it's a smaller RV. They're still giving you great components. Aluminum treads on here. This top step is a little bit bigger, so you have a little more of a landing pad when coming out of the coach. And I understand that dogs like it a little bit better too. A little bit easier for them to get up and down. You can see the large foldable grab handle here, which again just gives you a little bit of extra control. As we take a look up top here, you will see the power awning with LED light strip, and it basically covers the entire side of the RV here. The door itself does have a window. There we go, which is honestly not always the case, especially if they're trying to cut a little bit of money. Manufacturers will cut out the window. I really like it, A, because I know who is at my door if someone's there, and B, again, just lets in more natural light. You'll also see the frameless windows that they use. I like those as well because when you open them, they essentially tilt open. While it doesn't allow for quite as much airflow as like a jealousy window, the nice thing about this is that you can have them open while it's raining and you can still get some airflow. Unless it's like a hard sideways rain, you should be just fine. Dropping down below that, again, this is that rail system for grill or anything else that you want to set up here. You have like that little table. You can set a grill right on top of it. There is a propane quick connect down there as well to be able to hook that into. Or if you have like an electric griddle, there's an electric outlet right here. Real quick about construction, they do use a composite behind this fiberglass. So rather than use Luan, which is a wood substrate, the nice thing about a composite is that it's not going to absorb moisture and it's lighter weight than Luan. So those are going to be two huge advantages. Also, I want you to take a look at the tire and wheel itself. Now, there's an aluminum wheel on there, but the tire is going to have a really thick tread on it, very aggressive looking. It is going to be a 235/75 15-inch tire on there. Making right back a little bit further, we get into some even more storage, but more than anything, because yes, you do get the storage space here, I love the access. So this is that rear bathroom. You have full access to the plumbing. So if anything ever were to happen, it does make it very simple to get to. And on the back side here, you can see the water hookups, including a black tank flush cable hookups there too. Right down underneath is the outside shower with hot and cold water access. We saw the hose right around the corner there in the storage area. I give Rockwood a lot of credit for still including a ladder on their RVs. So many manufacturers these days are going to like the Lippert Prep because it's less expensive, but then you have to buy a ladder. I'd rather just have it attached straight from the manufacturer. So again, sometimes it's those small things. I give Rockwood a lot of credit, and it is a fully walkable roof. Now, as for prep, it is backup camera prep, and not quite as common on a smaller trailer like this, but again, having that visibility can be a great thing. Right down underneath is going to be a receiver. This is rated for 300 pounds, so if you have like a bike rack or cargo carrier, something like that, you can slide it right into that receiver. And then coming around here to the utility side, a couple things I want to touch on. You'll see right here a 30 amp detachable power cord. Dropping down is the termination, both the black and gray tank valves, and they actually use the most expensive stabilizer jacks you can for a travel trailer, and that is going to be the quick drop jacks. They're meant to be used with a drill, and because it has a stronger screw, and yes, it is a fast setup. I don't think it's necessarily faster than power per se, but I do think that it is a lot more level. I think it's a more stable system overall. I do want to hit on a few other things right over here. One is going to be that pass-through storage again, that you have access to it from this side. But on this side, in this storage compartment, you will notice that this one comes with an 1800 watt inverter. So again, no matter where you are, not only can you watch the TV and be able to run your fridge, but your electrical outlets are going to work as well. So if you have like a CPAP machine on your fishing trip, that is going to be awesome. If you're looking for like, honestly, a lightweight travel trailer that again is towable by a lot of mid-size SUVs, something to just have as like a home base or something to be able to take out on the weekends, the Geo-Pro right here is an excellent option. Thanks again for watching, folks. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see ya.